welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, this video is going to be going over tournament stuff, baits that work the best for 2020, including update on deer season. You're going to get all three of those in one. So, to start us off, we're just going to go to the baits of 2020, because that's probably why everybody's here. And before we get on to that, if we can break 50 subscribers by the end of the year, or do some kind of, we would be able to do in the break, yeah, I'll do something maybe crazy, if something like that. So break a 50 subscribers and maybe I can be able to do something. So for number 10, I gotta go with a buzzbait. This buzzbait, late in the year, in the fall, I have had pretty good luck with this. I've had good lucks in ponds last year and this year, and this is one of my favorite things to throw. This is number 10. Number 9 is going to be the Booyah Frog. You can probably see it's all torn, beat up and such. And I took this up to Minnesota with me, and I had pike blow up on it, launch straight out of the air for it. The reason why it comes in at number 9 is I don't use this thing as much, but whenever I do, it usually performs decently. As you see in my latest, one of my frogging video, if you can go ahead and check that out, it'll be in the top right hand corner right here. And that was a really good day of frog fishing. Reason being is, I guess I was just right at the right place at the right time. And also, it's one of my favorite things to throw whenever I'm in the right place at the right time. So, this is number 9. Number 8, it got to be Yo-Zuri 3D Minnow. Of course, there's a zillion other colors in these, and I love these to fish during the spring, white bass, and other things as well. It's just great all-around bait. Number 7 is going to be the Bandito Bug. You might think that the weightless Bandito Bug. Now, there's a reason why I put it in number 7 is I usually use this as trailers, and I don't usually use this in the lake. Number 7, this is my favorite crawl trailer, one of my favorite trailers, and great bait to fish around ponds, weightless as well. So that's number 7. Number 6 is going to be the KVD worm, this Texas worm. You see me throw it in a few videos. And yeah, I like this little cupped tail right here. It makes a few little bit of bubbles, and I think that kind of attracts the fish really well. And I like, this is my number 6, I'm pretty sure. Number 5 is a tube jig. Now, a lot of people don't like this bait, but I'm one of the ones that do, and you can never go wrong with a tube jig around southern Missouri. Number 4 is the swim bait. This is the Googan Baits Saucy Swimmer. It's one of my favorite swim baits to throw. Now, compared to a Keitech, Bass Pros, and Strike Kings, this and Googan. I think the Googan swim bait is going to be my favorite. It's more durable than the Keitech, because Keitech 2 casts and 10 casts, it's already done for. So this Googan Saucy Swimmer is a lot more durable, has the same amount of action, the same. It's pretty well the same thing as a Keitech, only it's a dollar cheaper and it's a lot more durable than a Keitech. So that's number 4. Number 3, gotta go to the Spook. And of course, I like bone color, and yeah, never. The Spook pretty well explains itself. When top water, overcast, anywhere, ponds, want fish blowing up on the surface, can never go wrong with the Spook whenever you're eating in the summer. Now number 2, gotta be a Charlie Brewer Slider. And never go wrong with the slider. Great. I mean, you can catch anything. I swear you can catch anything on this slider. I bet you can catch a bunch of fish in the ocean with this thing, because it looks just like a shrimp, don't it not? Comment below just let me know if I'm wrong, because it looks exactly like I figured it looked like. It's supposed to resemble a grub. I also think it could resemble a shrimp for y'all ocean fishermen down there. This is a crop. This one is for crappie. There's different lengths, sizes, and colors. And go check sliders out. They're one of my favorite baits in the world. Every time I go out fishing for crappie or white bass, these never cease to fail. Now number 1, you guys might guess what it is. Good old Ned rig. You can never ever go wrong with it. Fish this any time of the year. This is the Z-Man Elastec. Can never ever go wrong with it. Now, I don't really want to talk about this, but this is the Rattling Ned. And my personal preference with them, yeah, the rattle inside the Ned rig and the tail is a good idea, but this is not a broken rattle, but every time I hook a fish, this rattle breaks, and my opinion is, I personally like the Z-Man's better. I mean, there's times that I will throw this, but to save a little bit of money, I'll go with the Z-Man's Elastec. And there's something a little bit different. I mean, there's times where I would throw this, and the times where I'll throw there's times that I'll throw a Z-Man, and there's times where I'll throw a Googan. Googan is a good brand. So is Z-Man. They're the two greatest. There's some of the 2 greatest brands out there, along with Slider, Strike King, Yo-Zuri, Booyah. There's so many great brands out there. There's just so many other. There's one brand's good at one thing and the better than one thing than the other. I mean, Booyah is great at making frogs and top waters and making frogs and buzz baits. This is a great buzz baits, and Z-Man is great at making chatterbaits and Ned rigs and stuff like that. And Googan is good at making crawdads and like soft plastic stuff like that. And tube jig is just a tube jig. It's nothing special about a tube jig. And Heaton is the I'm pretty sure it's the original Spook. I'm not for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Heaton's great at making top waters as well, and stuff like that. Now, honorable mentions is, of course, the blend jig, football jig, and those are the. I don't have a football jig right here with me, because of course it's in the boat. And that's it for Bass of 2020. This year's deer season, I got this big boy, this boy right here. Nice, nice little 10-point. He's tall, and couldn't get the. I got him. There's a picture that's gonna pop up right now. Shot him right in the neck area. He showed up south of my stand, and right in the little cut, with two other bucks with him. Nice little basket rack and a nice 6, which I'm hoping to get good pictures of them this coming next year if they haven't been shot. So yeah, that's a bad thing about deer season. You kill one and you see other bucks and hope they don't get shot. And so he walks out 70 yards, and I let him have it with Thompson Center Arms 308 with Hornady ammunition. Here's the bullet. So Hornady SSTs 308 did the job. And yeah, that's it for deer stuff. I didn't get footage of them because I forgot the phone, and also it was rainy, nasty. Luckily I dropped the sucker, or else we would have had a fun time tracking him. Okay, on to tournament stuff, finally. Well, it's the first weekend of November at Lake of the Ozarks. We only caught 2 fish, and yet we still sit 16th overall. And I caught one. I caught like a 211. My friend caught like a 4.6. So we had like 6 pounds, 11 ounces. I don't really remember the exact weight, but yeah. So right now we're sitting good, and we got another tournament in April. So that tournament back at Lake of the Ozarks this April is going to be very, very difficult for me, because I'm not from that area. I don't fish that area quite as often as people from Camdenton, and yeah, it's possible that the lake is going to be 10 foot high, or it's going to be like 2 foot low. 2 foot low the one day and 8 foot high the next. It's April, and right off the March. It's typically very, very difficult this time of year because of a lot of rain and stuff like that and such. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I know I probably look different from the last time, from earlier in the video, because it's next day. I was finishing editing this video, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and make sure the people that you share the video with subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.